What are the Salesforce resources to help you have better job security? In this video, I'm going to walk you through some Salesforce resources to ensure you have better job security and you have a better chance of landing a job. I wrote a blog post article about this, but I really want to break it down in depth to help you understand where I'm coming from and where you can go with these resources. As you all know, we have a lot of inflation going on in today's society. Things cost more than ever, and a lot of people are struggling, worrying about where they're going to go, how they're going to actually be able to pay their bills, and how they're going to buy a carton of eggs or a gallon of milk or a gallon of gas. With all that being said, people are scrambling to find new jobs. They're losing their jobs. You're hearing about tech layoffs, but other people are continuing their life just like they have had it forever. They've had the same salary or they've made more money. They're not losing their jobs. They're actually doing better than they were in the past. So how is one group struggling and how is another group secure and thriving? Well, the answer is in your skills. Your skill stack is going to determine if you lose your job or if you keep your job, or if you make more money in the future. If you have the skills and you do happen to end up losing your job, you can go get another one because you have the skills that are necessary to get the in-demand work that clients need. Those skills are tech skills. That's what I write about most of the time. Whenever you go on to minuteadmin.com, you go to my blog, most of the time I'm talking about the tech skills you need to succeed in today's world and in the future. A lot of those skills that I specifically talk about are Salesforce skills. Now, if you've been following my journey, you'll see that I'm actually getting more into coding. And as you know, with all of the things happening with AI, the more you know about code, the more money you're going to make naturally, because that's where everybody really needs help. All of these jobs that I talk about, that you're going to hear me speaking about, are 100% remote. I don't mess around with going into an office. I have to actually preface that. I have a WeWork subscription. If you're interested in learning more about what that is, I'll link that to this video. But basically, I just go to co-working shared office spaces, but I am not a fan of being forced to go in from 8 to 5. So all of the work that I talk about, all of the skills I talk about are 100% remote. As we continue moving forward, you'll have that as your foundation, basically. All the skills are tech skills, and all of these jobs that I'm going to be talking about are 100% remote. So resource number one, you need a free Salesforce org to practice Salesforce. With that being said, the first place I'm going to recommend that you actually go to is go to salesforce.developer.com or developer.salesforce.com, which is right here, and create your very own Salesforce Developer Edition org so you can practice inside of Salesforce. I've made videos related to how to actually set all this stuff up. But if you just go to this website here, you can put in your first name, last name information. This is Salesforce's website, and you can get a free Salesforce developer environment. This doesn't mean you have to be a developer. It just means you get your own environment to practice Salesforce in. The reason I put this first is because you're going to be able to do projects in this, super badges in this, trails, modules, units, different things inside of the Trailhead website that allow you to actually practice your skills. Remember, you need the skills, but you need a place to actually practice those skills. This is why I put this as resource number one. And if you click here, you can link your Salesforce Developer Edition org to Salesforce Trailhead, which I show you how to do right here. You can watch this video. I've already linked it. You can also click the projects button right there, and you'll see over 143 different projects you can actually practice in that free Salesforce org. So first and foremost, this org is going to be your sort of lifeline to help you actually practice everything. Resource number two, Talent Stacker. If you look at talentstacker.com, you'll see that he's helped over 1,300 people land well-paying jobs. Like some people are making over, $65,000, $75,000 a year. Other people in their first job are making $100,000 or more per year. And then after about 2 years, most of the people in this program usually get a bump up in salary. They switch their jobs or they get a promotion. I really recommend Talent Stacker because of the community that Brad has helped build in the program. I highly recommend Talent Stacker because Brad is a genuine guy, and he's helped a ton of people land a ton of jobs. And the advice he's given to me is invaluable. Like I can't even repay the dude back. So I have to, in some way, shape, or form, shout this man out because he's done so much for me and he's done so much for so many people I actually personally know. He's helped over 1,300 people. So this guy is awesome. So that's Talent Stacker. If you click onto his website, you'll see he has a career development program and he has all of the tools that you need to start your career as a Salesforce admin. And the reason I put this is because community is a huge part of actually being successful and making sure you have job security. The more people you know, the more opportunities you'll end up having as you go down your Salesforce career. Resource number 3, the Salesforce admin's blog. Now, I used to listen to this, basically the podcast that is attached to this Salesforce admin's blog. And I used to listen to it on my way to work every day back in 2017, 2018. I will say that the nuggets that you'll get from this will help set you up in the Salesforce ecosystem so you understand how to actually navigate the ecosystem. Because a lot of people are walking around in the Salesforce world really unsure about which direction they should take, what they should do, which jobs are available. And if you start plugging yourself into the different conversations that are being had, you'll start to see what's available to you. So which skills do you need? Like a lot of people don't understand the actual skills they need to be a quality Salesforce admin or a Marketing Cloud admin or a developer. I highly recommend that you go onto the Salesforce admin's blog, start looking at what is a valuable Salesforce admin when it comes to Salesforce actually saying what a Salesforce admin should be valuable or should be doing. That is the third resource, is the Salesforce admin's blog. Just really understanding from Salesforce's perspective, what does it take to be as valuable as possible? The next resource I think almost everybody in the Salesforce ecosystem has heard about is Salesforce Bin. This is a great website that has all types of stuff. I mean, I couldn't even give you the entire list. You would actually just have to come to this website, Salesforce Bin, because they have a ton of different resources, like where to actually start in Salesforce, all the certifications that are available, how to get certified, different practice exams. I met Salesforce Ben, or Ben McCarthy, at Dreamforce. Really cool dude. Awesome group. These people work really hard to bring a lot of information to the Salesforce ecosystem and the people within it. So I highly recommend you going to this website, bookmarking it, because you're going to get a lot of different skills and resources and also even practice exams to help you get certified, which ultimately is going to help you have more job security, because if you have certifications in the Salesforce ecosystem, you're going to be more valuable to employers who use Salesforce, and then also to consultant agencies who need people like you to implement Salesforce for other companies. So highly recommend Salesforce Bin. My fifth resource that I've got here is the actual Salesforce admin podcast that I mentioned a little earlier. This is what I used to listen to on my way to work every day in 2017. There's so many different nuggets of wisdom that you'll get. And then by the time you get to work, or you start working if you work remote, if you listen to a podcast maybe once a day, once a week, you'll start to understand what is actually happening in the Salesforce ecosystem that you need to be aware of. A lot of these tools, a lot of these resources I'm giving to you are investment resources. The job security that you're going to get from these resources is basically like you planting a seed. the more that you invest into the knowledge that you have here, like on this podcast, the more you have that knowledge that you've invested into yourself, the more you're going to see opportunities when they come to you, and you're going to say, you know what? I should probably learn about agents, Salesforce agents. I should probably learn about Agentforce. I should probably get my data cloud certification, or I should learn more about how I can use AI with Salesforce, which is only going to set you up for more job security because that's where the world's going. We have resource number 6, Cloud Code Academy. This is run by Warren Walters. This dude is really, really good at what he does when it comes to Salesforce development, like Apex. And he has a Salesforce Developer 101 course. Right now, you can see it's 100% free. So I'd highly recommend you go and learn as much as you can when it comes to Salesforce development. And he also has different boot camps that he goes through for people who actually want a group, a community, and hands-on learning with other people through like a cohort-based learning style. So I highly recommend that you go to Warren Walters' Cloud Code Academy, learn more about what he has to offer, because the more you learn about coding, the more you're going to have a more secure job and you're going to have more job opportunities. That's Cloud Code Academy. You can read more about it here. And then resource number 7, AI Force. This is obviously like the hottest topic in the Salesforce ecosystem, probably in the tech world in general, is AI. So I'd highly recommend you go to AI Force, check out what they have available. You can take their 3-day challenge, and then you can take their Agentforce training. If you join their wait list down here, you can actually learn all the AI stuff that's happening when it comes to the Salesforce ecosystem. Highly recommend that you check that out, because if you've checked out anything or heard anything about what Salesforce is doing, they're all about data cloud. They're all about agents. They're all about AI. So that's what they're going all in on. If you learn more about it, you'll be able to get picked up at a company. You'll be able to work at a consulting agency who uses or implements AI for clients. And it's only going to help your job security and your pay as you're in the Salesforce ecosystem, or even in any part of the tech ecosystem. Resource number 8, this guy right here is absolutely brilliant. David Liu, Salesforce coding lessons for the 99%. This guy has so many different coding lessons when it comes to Apex and Visualforce. He has an Apex Academy. He's a Salesforce MVP who gives away a lot of his knowledge on his website. Keep learning coding, keep understanding what's available in the coding world, because as you learn how to code, you're only going to get more job opportunities, you're going to get paid more, and there's going to be less competition because more people would rather go the non-coding route because they're afraid and think that they can't learn how to code for some reason. I used to be one of those people. I know what that feels like. But I'm telling you, you can code, especially now that we have AI that can actually teach you how to code. There used to not be these teachers, these AI bots that are teachers that teach you actually what the code means, can break down the code, can help you solve what the code is actually saying, and can lead you to further resources so you can learn more about the code you're reading. If there was ever a time to learn how to code, this time in human history is the best time, because you have AI that's your assistant that will help teach you how to code if you're stuck on anything. Definitely check out David Liu's Salesforce.com 99, Salesforce coding lessons for the 99%. Trailblazer mentorship is resource number 9. This is great because you actually get access to people who are in the Salesforce ecosystem that'll help you continue on your journey. So if you're looking for job security, if you're looking for a new opportunity, this resource, the Trailblazer mentorship, is really great because there's people like myself who will mentor you and tell you, hey, this is the route you should take. This is what you should say to your employer. This is what you should say in your interview if you're about to go in for an interview. As you have that sort of backup, that mentor, how much more confident are you going to feel going into an interview or going into your first day on the job? That's only going to create more security for you as you build out your Salesforce career in the Salesforce ecosystem right here. That is the Trailblazer Mentorship. Resource number 10 is Salesforce Military. If you're in the military or you're a veteran, Salesforce Military is a great place to go because there's a lot of free resources. You can take free courses through Salesforce Trailhead Academy. You can go and get different opportunities within the Salesforce Military ecosystem. And if you're a military spouse, this is also for you as well because you get free resources because you're a part of the military or you're affiliated with the military if you're a military spouse. You just get a different level of attention when it comes to helping you launch your Salesforce career and also navigate your Salesforce career. That's Salesforce Military, really great for veterans and spouses. If you're interested in that, I highly recommend going to that website, getting involved with their different cohorts, and seeing how you can be a part of the military community in the Salesforce ecosystem. And my last resource I've got for you here is the Marketing Cloud Career Development Program. If you work in Marketing Cloud for a company and you don't know how to use Marketing Cloud, you can click this Marketing Cloud Career Development Program. You can click Enroll to Master Marketing Cloud, and you can learn as much as you want when it comes to getting your email specialist certification, Marketing Cloud Developer certification, Marketing Cloud Administrator certification, and you can just upskill in Marketing Cloud if you don't really know how to use the platform. So that is the last bonus resource I have for you here. And I'll leave you with an actionable quote, which is, "We do not need and indeed never will have all the answers before we act. It's often through taking action that we can discover some of those answers." And I say this because now it's time for you to take action on everything that I've mentioned here so you can secure the job that you want in the Salesforce ecosystem. That's all I've got for you in this video. Kalen Moss, Minute Admin, out.